great I am. I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. I am the king of the world.
Welcome to G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button as you walk in the front door. Big shout out to the sponsors of the channel. My boy Fast Classic. His mixtape is in the description box. It's absolutely free. Definitely give him a download, give him a listen. And my boy Matt. Definitely check his apparel out on IG at We All From. Now, Dillian Whyte defeats Oscar Rivas by unanimous decision. And there was some speculation going into this fight. Had some real good feedback from my UK connects, basically stating that Dillian Whyte wasn't really feeling well, like had the cold or like flu-like symptoms, and to a lot of the media people it was pretty obvious. And Dillian Whyte stepped on the scales and he was basically 260 pounds. He was 12 pounds heavier than what he was in his last fight. And it was funny because when I put that out, I had somebody in the comment section say, well, how do you have a cold and you have flu-like symptoms and you gain weight? And I told the guy, he had a point, but I was just like, yo, like, don't kill the messenger. But then also, I stated if he came in 12 pounds overweight, from his last fight, and he had the cold or the flu, like, you don't have a cold or a flu the entire training camp. Like, Dillian Whyte could have been 20 pounds more than what his fight weight was in his last fight, and he could have just lost weight a couple days going into the fight. Like, Dillian Whyte didn't look right at the open workout, which I had a video of that on the channel. Even in the press conferences, like, he just didn't look right. He didn't look interested. The stare downs is pretty intense, but he just didn't look right, going into that fight. So in a sense, when a fighter can go into a fight and win a unanimous decision against an undefeated fighter like Oscar Rivas, and you're not 100%, it's impressive in that sense. But also in this sense, and I'm saying this, and I'm a Dillian Whyte fan. Anybody that knows me will tell you I'm a Dillian Whyte fan. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm a Dillian Whyte fan. I think he's extremely talented as a heavyweight. And I think outside of the top top 3-4 guys, like, he's like right there. He's like the next guy up, in terms of heavyweights. But I'm going to get this out the way. Like, Dillian Whyte was a fat fuck in there. He was a fat fuck. Point blank, period. Like, he looked sloppy. He looked lethargic. Like, he didn't look like the Dillian Whyte that we seen against like a Lucas Brown. Like, he was in shape. Weight was good. Combinations, body and head. Like, Dillian Whyte won this fight, but Dillian Whyte ain't look good. Like, he ain't look good. He ain't look good physically. He looked slow out there. Like, but with all that being said, he still was good enough to beat Oscar Rivas. He was still good enough to beat Oscar Rivas. So I'm kind of confused on how to look at it. Like, I don't know if to be mad at him because he was overweight and he didn't put his best performance out there, partially because he was overweight, or I should be impressed because he was not only overweight, and according to many, he was sick going into the fight, and him still pulling off the victory. Like, I don't know how to feel, but I know for a fact that if Dillian Whyte gets Deontay Wilder in his next fight, he's going to get knocked the fuck out within 3 rounds looking like that against Deontay Wilder. And this is a Dillian Whyte fan that you're listening to right now. Like, I've seen Dillian Whyte when he's sharp and he's at his best. That damn sure wasn't him on Saturday. And I'm just keeping it 100. I'm just keeping it 100. And on top of that, Dillian Whyte had to survive a knockdown as well. Oscar Rivas got a knockdown in the fight. So in some ways it was impressive what Dillian Whyte did, and in some ways it was disappointing because I think he's too late in his career to be having situations where you're coming in 12 pounds overweight compared to your last fight, and you're not putting your best foot forward in terms of how you look. Like, you're a professional fighter, and even though Dillian Whyte got the victory, he can't be looking like that going forward because he's going to get knocked out and get knocked the fuck out bad. But despite all of that, big shout out to Dillian Whyte. Congrats on the victory. Oscar Rivas, I'm pretty sure will be back. But let's see if Dillian Whyte gets the Deontay Wilder fight next. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.